Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back. If you watched my botched cut video, this is part 2 or just the follow-up because so much more has happened. Some more things actually just happened today. This is Tuesday right now. I'm putting this video out on Wednesday when you guys are seeing it. So, you know, I got one day in between this. Hopefully nothing else happens. I really want to seriously and sincerely thank you guys. All of you guys who have said positive things and just reconfirmed the fact that this is a community. For all of you guys that were really just writing down in the comment section, I can't even express how good that made me feel and how supported it made me feel. I can't even talk because it was a tragedy. It was a loss. My hair is gone. Yeah, so thank you guys. So first, I really want to address 2 questions that I kind of kept seeing in the comment section, and I definitely addressed them in the video I put out, but I edited a lot of things out because I was really trying to spare this salon and I wasn't trying to go full force and go ham. I tried to spare them. There were some people who asked me why I stayed, why I didn't just get up. There were a lot of people that were like, girl, you're better than me. I would have socked them in the throat. And I'm like, oh, wow, violence. The reason why I did not leave the salon, if you watched that video, then you saw the clip of her cutting the back of my hair. I noticed that she was wetting my hair and then using that purple small ass fine tooth comb, and I actually stopped her. I didn't get it on camera because I wasn't filming at that time. There were I picked up the camera at different points while she was doing my hair. So for a lot of the cut, you guys just saw what was filmed, but for a lot of the cut, my camera wasn't out and I wasn't facing the mirror. So when I stopped her to ask, why are you wetting my hair, to see the curl pattern and then combing it out, it doesn't make sense. And when she explained to me that she was wetting it so that she can stretch the hair down and give me a even trim on the bottom.
The back face is done. We haven't gotten the shape yet. We just got them down the bottom. Just the bottom face. Gotcha.
I was a little bit more comfortable with what she was saying. Obviously, she shouldn't have been using that small ass comb, but I was definitely confident when she said she was stretching it down to cut off the ends. I wanted to get my damaged ends cut, so I thought at the very least I would leave out of the salon with an even cut all around. And what I mean by that is all of the ends would be off, the damaged ends, and then everything would be like nice and blunt because she clearly wasn't cutting it curly like I got my diva cut. That's why I stayed in the salon. That's why I stayed in the chair. All I saw was, okay, I see some texture coming in when she's putting the custard in and wetting it, and the shape doesn't look awful and it looked blunt to me. Once I got home and I reviewed the footage and I saw that she was not combing, she never went up to the roots, so she never got a clean cut. I have my hair's uneven, but you guys saw that. Once I saw how choppy my hair was when my hair was turned different ways, that's when it started to sink in. And then my hair dried and I looked crazy, and that's when I broke down. So, you know, people at the salon were saying, you know, you left happy, we have our footage showing that you were happy, and they just kept trying to throw that in my face. And I did not see all of the damage. Also, my hair wasn't fully detangled in the salon, so I was not able to see how choppy my hair was and just how she had thinned out my sides over here. I wasn't able to see all of that in the salon. And the reason why I tipped her is because of that, piggybacking off of that. I treat people the way I would want to be treated. She did do a service for me, so I tipped her and I was satisfied when I left. And I thought once I got home, I was like, girl, I'm gonna wash all this shit out of my hair and then I'll be able to restyle it myself, define it myself. Little did I know, it's just a whole ass mess. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into what transpired after that video and what I've been dealing with over these past couple of weeks. I just really can't believe the length they've taken to discredit me, or they tried, they failed. And to call me a liar, and there's just no accountability. No one is apologizing. Well, actually the owner did call me, and that's what I'm about to talk about. But I have just been so surprised by the way that I was handled and treated. Also, the pushback for the refund and the tip. The owner of the shop, who was originally supposed to cut my hair, who was present when my hair was getting cut. In fact, she was right in front of me, facing me. She called me on Saturday. Today is Tuesday, so a few days ago. And this is after I had talked to the manager of the shop who made the appointment with the owner. And you guys know from the first video, that conversation ended horribly. She was arguing with me. She was trying to call me a liar, saying she didn't know when those pictures were taken. At the end of that call, she said she has footage and I looked happy and satisfied when I left, and why are things different now? And so when she said that, I said I also have footage. I also have the cut. I have all of those things that I sent over to you, but I have more footage. I also have footage of the owner's daughter, who's really young, and she was doing little girl's hair in the salon, doing clients' hair. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a license. She's a young girl, and I'm pretty sure she is not authorized to be doing anyone's hair in the salon. You guys know she is not qualified. Does she have a license? And then the manager literally was like, "So you're threatening me?" And you guys, it was just the craziest call. So then I also said, I also have footage of stylists who were doing hair and they had no socks and shoes on. That's unsanitary. So she just was like, "Are you threatening me? You're not gonna disrespect our salon," and all of this stuff, woo-de-woo. So Saturday, a few days ago, the owner called me, and now I'm realizing that's why she called, because I basically said, you know, I have footage and I'll air all of this stuff out. When she called, she was very apologetic, which was nice, and it's something I hadn't heard from the stylist, from the manager, or from anyone. Something I found super interesting, she actually admitted to me that when I walked into the salon and when she saw my hair, she should have been the one that did my hair. What? Why didn't you do it then? Why didn't you do it? She also went on to explain that she just comes into the shop and does hair. She doesn't see who's on her books. She never knew that I was scheduled with her, and she doesn't check that. She just comes in and cuts. I find that really hard to believe, that you don't know who is going to be in your chair for the day. That doesn't make any sense to me, and stories are not adding up. I just feel really bad because now I know that she was sitting there the whole time thinking, wow, I should be cutting this girl's hair. I don't know if the little girl whose hair she was braiding was more important or if they overbooked. But I just find it so alarming that the whole time I'm getting my hair cut, you knew you should have been cutting my hair. And we also were having a conversation about my platform, and that the video, like I'm filming, I told them that the video was gonna be going out. I'm excited to get my hair cut. I've been waiting for so long. So you knew about the platform. You knew that this was gonna go out, and you still didn't care. You still let this happen. She said a lot of other things, but basically she ended up saying that she really wants to rectify the situation. She wants to cut my hair, and she even went as far as saying, you know, if I wanted to come in on a day when the manager wasn't there and the stylist who did my hair wasn't there, that is totally fine. She said she can actually cut my hair at the Federal Way location, which is another location, a salon that they have. And she really was like going above and beyond to rectify the situation. And then she also said that she never does house calls, but she could even do a house call for me. So, you know, she's really just really laying it on thick, and I appreciated it. But it didn't seem that genuine to me. Honestly, it didn't. Once I got off the call, I started to connect dots. But she also said that she would refund me my money if that's all I want. She also said she would refund my money and cut my hair if need be. And then she also gave the option to just doing my hair. So with those three options in mind, I'm feeling good. So I was on the way to go grocery shopping, and I just said, you know what, I'm not too sure right now. I don't want to just give you an answer off of impulse, so I will text you by the end of the night. She told me that that number she called from was her cell phone, and that if I text her, I'll be able to, it'll directly go to her, but if I call, it'll reroute to the shop if she doesn't answer. I text her later that night. Let me read it to you guys. So I thought about the offers she gave me, and she was the one I originally wanted to do my hair, and I was confident that she would do it correctly. But now that my hair is so short, you guys, my back is really short, it's stretched right now. But now that my hair is so short, if you correct my hair, all of this length is gonna be gone. My hair is literally gonna be this short all over my head. I'm gonna have a TWA, nothing against TWAs, but I don't know what the hell I would do with a TWA. I don't know how I would style my hair, and I just thought it's best, you know, let me just grow out my hair a little bit and then go to somebody else. I said, hey, it's Takeyah. Thanks so much for following up with me today. I really appreciate that. At this time, I'd like a refund. If my hair was longer, I would take you up on the offer to correct the cut, but there's not much left, so I'll focus on growing it out. Thank you again. I didn't hear back on Saturday. Fast forwarding to Sunday, I didn't hear anything back. Monday, I still didn't hear anything. So on Monday, that is when I decided to call because I'm just confused. You know, it was a holiday, but I still was confused. She said she would get right back to me. You guys, this is where it gets crazy. I reached out to her on Monday. I called her and she didn't answer the first time. And then I called again and she answered. When she answered on Monday, her energy was completely different from her energy on Saturday. Saturday, she was going above and beyond. She sounded positive and she wanted to give me my full refund and a cut, house calls, all of this, selling the dream. And Monday, she had the audacity to get on the phone telling me that she was only going to refund me for the cut, not the wash and not the tip. And I was confused because yes, I got the wash, but I never asked for the wash. I was told to come into the salon with my hair dry and with little to no product in it so that she could really see my hair and figure out my cut and figure out shrinkage and all of that. Turns out the manager had no idea what she was talking about, and I should have just came in the way I thought I should. I didn't ask for the wash. The stylist just decided to do that, and I don't know if that's a thing they do to just get an extra little amount of money in their pockets or for the salon. So I explained to her that I never asked for the wash and that I think I should also get that healthy ass tip back because she messed up my hair. The owner proceeds to say, well, didn't she provide you customer service? Didn't you guys have a good rapport? Weren't you guys keying? Didn't you guys follow each other on Instagram? And I'm like, yeah, what the hell does that have to do with my hair? My hair's still messed up. You saw the pictures, I gave you guys proof, the video has gone out, my hair is messed up. She's like, you don't think she deserves to be paid or compensated for her time? You got a cut, didn't you? So you got a service, didn't you? And she was just really combative and just arguing with me. And I was so just caught off guard. So I continue to tell her it doesn't matter if we were keying, it doesn't matter if we followed each other on Instagram, and it doesn't matter if I got the wash. The bottom line is my hair is messed up. There's nothing I can do about it now, and I need all of my money back. What happened to all of the energy and all the money you were trying to give me and fixing my hair? What happened to that energy? At this point, I'm like, wow, she is really being shady. I said, hold on, give me 1 second. She's like, are you about to record this? And I was like, what? I was going to record it. But for her to say that, that just shows you the intentions that she had and the energy she was bringing. So I was like, no, actually, another call is coming in. So I put her on mute. You guys, I'm trying to get my camera together. I'm trying to do all this thing so I can record it. And it took a little bit too long, so she hung up. When I called her back, she didn't answer the first time. Then when she did answer, you guys, her energy was different. She's like, I'm gonna give you the full 65. Can you come in tomorrow to get it? I'll be at the salon tomorrow from 10 to 2. I was like, okay, this is interesting. And that's because she thought I was recording the call. So she wanted to switch everything completely up. And I did record the call. I'm not recording it for legal purposes or anything. I'm recording it because, you know, I really want to make sure I get things right, and I want to be able to come back to it with a clear mind. And I'm not sure if I should really play it right now. The part I really want to focus on is the end when her husband gets on the call. I do believe they were trying to intimidate me, and they basically were saying they didn't want to PayPal me the money, even though that is what the husband recommended. He is the one that brought it up. He was like, do you have PayPal? I said, yes. And then he was like, okay, we can figure this out. Let's get this done within 24 hours. And then he refused PayPal after that. He was like, I want to meet you and your husband. I want to put the money in your hand. I want to meet you two. And it was like, I don't know if it was a scare tactic. I don't know if when I was supposed to meet, he was gonna ask me to take the video down. It was very uncomfortable for me, and they are much older than me. I am 24. The way that he was trying to be aggressive with me was unacceptable. And then we get to this point where I told her that, you know, I'm just trying to see with my boyfriend, I'm trying to see what, you know, what his schedule is like so that he can come with me to pick it up because we had to do something in the area. Well, I'm just checking with my boyfriend to make sure that he's off because he was going to go with me because we had to do something anyways, but I don't know if he's off at that time. And right when I said boyfriend, she said, my husband said he can drop it off to you guys right now. Are you in Federal Way? Where are you guys at? So clearly her husband was there listening, and it just got really bizarre from there. So when I said that I was gonna have my boyfriend come with me and I was seeing what his schedule was like, her husband got on the phone and said he's the owner of both shops. He doesn't want me to contact that number anymore. He just keeps pressing the issue about meeting us and putting the money in our hand. He can do cash, check, or whatever. And he wasn't making a distinct time. He was just saying, call this number tomorrow and meet me anywhere. And then when I said, okay, I'll meet at the shop, he said, I don't want you at my shop. We can meet anywhere in Rainier. Call me when you're in the area. And it was just weird. All of it was just weird. It didn't feel right to me. Initially, I was going to meet Ayana to get my money, but then I'm like, no, you offered PayPal. That's what I want to do. And he said, I don't want to do PayPal. That's not going to work. And I'm like, you're the one that suggested PayPal. Why do we need to meet so bad? Why do you need to put the money in me and my husband's hand so bad? Once they hung up on me after that, there was no resolution. At the end of the call, he said, we have footage, ma'am. You were happy. What happened to that? You were happy. You had no issues. You left satisfied. I said, I have footage too, and the video has already gone out, and that's when he hung up. Because my hair wasn't detangled properly, I have footage as well, and the video has already gone out. So everyone's, oh my God, is this a joke? Now they hung up. So after the call, I'm sitting here dumbfounded, like, what? I just had to collect my thoughts for a second and really just evaluate how I was feeling and what just happened. I don't know what was gonna happen if we decided to meet. I don't know why he ever got on the line. The call was between me and the owner, and I don't know why she had her husband get on the line. I was not comfortable meeting, so I texted the number probably an hour or 30 minutes to an hour after they hung up on me, and I just said, I would like my refund sent over via PayPal. I've never met your husband and I do not want to meet him to get the money. You guys are obviously upset, so it's best for both parties if we handle this without meeting. If you agree to PayPal, I will give you the information you need to send the refund. If not, I will have to involve the court. Thanks. And that's all I sent. So yeah, that's all I sent. It's all there. They never texted me back. That was yesterday. Fast forwarding to today, which is Tuesday, I got a call from Jasmine, who is, I guess, one of the receptionists. She called and she asked for my PayPal. I gave her my PayPal information. I said, how much is going to be sent over? She said she's not sure. She was just told to get my information, and when she knows, she'll give me a call back or something. It has been a very overwhelming experience for me because they could have solved the situation. The stylist, when I first messaged her the next day, she could have apologized and offered to fix my hair or offered for the owner to fix it or something. None of that happened. Like I said, there was no accountability. Then when the manager, I talked to her, it got really out of hand with her. And you know, after the first video and all of you guys' comments, I have decided that I'm going to report them to the Cosmetology Board and the Better Business Bureau because obviously shady things are happening. Because there was so much pushback about the refund, which I initially never wanted the refund, you guys. All I wanted was for them to acknowledge what they did, for them to take some kind of accountability, not call me a liar, not blame me, and maybe rectify the situation. Initially, I was willing to have Ayana fix my hair. But once the manager started to argue with me and get aggressive, I feel like she was kind of baiting me because I got choked up on the phone with her and I was like, I'm crying right now, I'm devastated about my hair. And she was like, I'm devastated, I'm crying, do you believe that? And it was just so bizarre, you guys. I've never had to experience something like this ever. Definitely not from, you know, a salon and a business that I'm trying to support. I was trying to shed some light on. That's what I was going to use my platform for. But once they did me wrong, and then they continued to do me wrong, and then they just started to bash me, and there were a couple of people, one person in particular, who was commenting on the video I put out, telling me to pull up and calling me a liar, just commenting crazy stuff. I just don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. From a business perspective, why would you do that to someone who has a platform? It doesn't make any sense. I can't even like connect the dots. So 2 weeks later, they got my PayPal info, and we'll see if I get a refund. I'll probably leave a comment to update you guys after this, but I am wiping my hands with the situation. I don't want anything to do with them. My hair's messed up. That can't be fixed. Well, it can be fixed, but just not right now. I'm gonna continue to just grow out my hair. Like I said, I'm the bounce back queen. This hasn't even been about my hair for days now. This has been about the customer service, the disrespect. Yeah. That's what happened. I do appreciate you guys' support. Like I said, thank you guys so much. And for all of my new subscribers who want to see this new journey, and for all of my old subscribers, my loyal boos, all of you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And let's grow this hair out. For all of you guys who are kind of in this awkward phase now, this awkward stage with your hair, we're gonna grow our hair out. I ordered some things that actually should get here today. So I'm gonna try some treatments out. My protein video will be out soon. My microblading part 2 video will be out soon. My eyebrows aren't even filled in right now. Yes. So yeah, let's just keep leveling up, glowing up, shining, because clearly the devil is a lie.